Okay, I waited until the second. I got my food stamps money. I stocked up on a lot of food. I spent half my food stamps on the bulk foods here at Fred Meyer's, so I hope that lasts a month. I plan on just budgeting for milk for the rest of the month, with that last half of the 189. Um, the the Civil War recreationist stuff was pretty interesting. It's kind of neat to think about, like World War II recreationists were the weekend before, or maybe it was 2 weeks before, I don't know. It was before, and they never had a battle. I mean, you can't recreate a battle for the World War II, except in movies like with Saving Private Ryan or something. But the Civil War, I mean, that's pretty barbaric. That's like the last of the barbarism, the last chance that people had to really try to act like savage warriors and stuff. And even then, it was foolish. You were a bullet stopper pretty much. There was no swinging of axes. But the reload time on the guns was so slow, and the reload time on the cannons were so slow that many times you could take advantage of that lull where the person has to reload, and you could stab them or something. But that all stopped. That all came to an end. Maybe World War One. There were complications with the strategies of forming a line and charging at the enemy, that maybe started in World War One. Definitely World War Two. I mean, World War One, there were planes, so yeah, they had machine guns then. So machine guns were mowing down people, and it just became foolish. I mean, to charge a machine gun. Those glory days of being the hero on the battlefield ended. So people may harken back to the Civil War and just like to think about it and stuff, but it's just with the technology we have now, it's just not practical. But it's interesting to see the history that we've come from. At least me being in the military, I took it for granted, the history. I didn't know a lot about it, but there's kids that participated at the Civil War recreation, and it's got to be quite a learning experience for them if they ever get into the military. I mean, the kids here, a lot of them dressed up for this recreation. A lot of them participated in the battles, and they'll be able to appreciate the modern day the modern day strategies that we use in the military of today. That's just a great learning experience if you're really into military history, or even pioneer life, because we learned a lot about pioneer life too, with the woodworkers and the leather workers and the firemen and the cooks and the sewing departments and all that. They had all these little tents set up for you to learn what they did at that time frame. So that was a lot of fun. I went there the 3 days. I pretty much snuck in because there's like a back door. You had to pay $20 by the carload, but I would just walk in through the back. They didn't put any signs saying "Do not enter," so I was just like, whatever. I just parked at the library and it's a long walk. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's quite a walk to do. But I had my bicycle. I took my bicycle in on Monday and just pedaled around. But it was really warm too. There's too much sun. I got kind of tan, but that sun really took a lot of energy out of me. I missed the first two battlegrounds on Saturday and Sunday just because the sun was too much, and I skipped out on a lot of stuff. But on Monday, the sun there was clouds out blocking it, so I really felt the energy to check it out. But that sun, that really that puts a damper on my activities. I have to just stop and rest because I'm sweating and all that. But these next couple days are supposed to be pretty sunny too, so I got to be careful.